the recommendations on the sensitive lands, and then we can go into the discussions, because Mark is here to also discuss that. Go ahead.
Can I give a little background of how we got to where we are, so as we
Please.
go into this discussion?
Please.
So we understand what's going
Comes in,
on.
we've got 2 issues, but 1 agenda item. Oh, come on up, you're good, right?
So,
You're good, Lance, please do.
so I just, Lance Evans, Planning Director, I just wanted to, there's a lot of confusion from the audience, and I just wanted everybody to understand where this came from. The Planning Department has been working on and reviewing a lot of development applications, as you know. A lot of different sizes. We have a potential for a lot of different subdivisions, rezones. And as we were going through that process, we are looking at the letters and our code requirements for water services. What are the requirements? What are the requirements for a rezone? What are the requirements for a preliminary plat? We wanted to look at all those. And in discussing that and trying to get a handle on that situation, we said, and actually Gina took it upon herself to go out and contact the Weaver Morgan just to get a little more information. So we wanted to understand what's going on. And we set up a meeting with really Weaver Morgan help step it up and meet with the State Department of Environmental Quality just to discuss what are these different levels, what do we need to be looking for to make sure that as we go forward with developments, we can definitively say, yeah, they have this water service. We've been kicking it around and trying to make do on different developments throughout the county, but specifically the ones that came up were dealing directly with Highlands Water. And we said, what's going on? So when we sat down and met with them, kind of discussed the issues that were happening with what are the policies we should be addressing, what's the status of Highlands Water with this, as far as the state was concerned. The state heard what we were talking about, saw the types of developments we were dealing with, and said they were very concerned about the number of dwelling units that were potentially coming into a system that, in their opinion, was already, and I'm going to use their term, 104% of capacity. So they were already over capacity. And that's where that came from.
This is, the state is saying they've evaluated the system and it's at or over capacity.
Yes, they just did a survey a few weeks ago and they're just wrapping it up. But they had very recent data, without going into all the details. Essentially, that's what it came down to. That Highlands Water had so much capacity potential with their current situation, and really they're serving 405 units, and their capacity was 333, I believe.
Now, have they ever contacted Highlands Water with their concern?
I don't know if they had or had not. I don't want to get too much into how this, their opinions and what they were saying, but when the issues that they brought to our attention of a water outage and water shortages should have been communicated from the water district to the state. And so that's where the communication should have taken place, as I understand. So so that's what we were meaning to say, what should our policies be? How can we make sure we're doing our job right? They heard the numbers and the things that were going on, and they said, they can't handle it anymore. We need to get a handle on this situation with Highlands Water, and then we can go forward. And that's where we're at. The ordinance that Jan has drafted, we've tried to word, and my comments were directed to allow for, well, it's important, number one, we're talking about essentially the boundaries of the Highlands Water District would be the only place where there would be a restriction or a moratorium. And then the other part of it would be, where do we draw the line with building permits? Because I do understand that people have a lot of time invested. We have 2 homes under construction, and then another 3 that have submitted building permits. I would like to keep going forward with those, but not accept any new, and that's how we tried to word that ordinance.
Okay, thanks. So you have none in your office that's coming up that you need to look at in a week or so, everything?
Well, no, we have 3 permits that have been submitted.
Okay, but I mean,
that would be
but they
effective.
don't have a backlog for the next 2 months or something, it's just what you have on your desk is all you have that's been submitted, and that's the 3.
That's the 3 that have been submitted and 2 under
Under
construction.
construction, perfect.
So 5 more homes. Hopefully we can handle that situation. Those people are so far down the road and have invested so much. we
So since,
recommend